Yo, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA here for you today on Friday, March 8th, 2024. We got NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions here for you today for this Friday NBA slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you guys all for your continued support here on the channel. If you all are new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Make sure you guys follow us over on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Straight Fire Picks. More picks, content, recaps, ladder challenges, stuff like that. Great way to keep up with us there. Also, be sure to check out our community Discord page as well. Absolutely free to do so. I'll have a link down below in the comment section description for that. You get access to the chat, more picks and research, recaps, stuff like that, announcements. I'm also in there if you guys want to chat. And lastly, also be sure to drop your favorite pick down below for today's action. If you like a pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits in our comment cappers section. Alright guys, now a shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So normally I'd have a graphic of all of our Straight Fire MVPs, but we are on the road today, so I don't have access to that. But just wanted to say thank you to all of our Straight Fire MVPs and all of our channel members. If you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP today, there's a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and description for that. Great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. The cost is just $3.99 per month. You get access to our picks and plays early. You get access to a badge next to your name, some custom emojis, roll call in the Discord, and shoutouts in a video. Great way to support the channel as well and what we do here at the channel. It's the cost of about a coffee per month, $3.99 per month. So enough on that. Let's do a recap from yesterday, guys. Pretty solid overall. We ended up going 3-2. Plus 0.86 units. We cashed our plus value play. We went 3-0 on our player props. So we swept our player props. We missed our other two picks. So let's do a quick recap. We had RJ Barrett under 32.5 PRAs. He cashes it relatively easily with 29. Nicholas Claxton under 10.5 rebounds. A little bit of a sweat, but he gets there with 10. And Terry Rozier over 9.5 rebounds and assists. He cashes. It's almost getting double. That was our plus value play. He had 17. Absolutely easy. Then our other two misses were relatively close. We honestly could have had a 5-0 day. We had the Pacers -2 spread. They lost by 2. Really didn't handle the end of that game well. And honestly, they could have won that game, unfortunately, but it didn't work out. And then we had the under 221 points in the Nuggets-Celtics game. Most of the game, I liked it. And there was some late shot making from Drew Holiday, some leak outs in transition. The game ended up finishing with 224 total points, missed it by 3. But we easily could have cashed that. Unfortunately, it's just the way it works sometimes. We did sweep our player props. Solid day overall. As far as our comment cappers, we had Bet with the Boys calling the Denver Nuggets plus 1.5 spread. And Eric Me calling Kelly Olynyk under 13.5 points. So great call-outs from our comment cappers as well. All right, now let's get into our picks though for today, guys. Let's get the 6-0 sweep. Got a lot to get through, so let's get right after it. Here at number 1, we got Zion Williamson over 10.5 rebounds and assists here from the New Orleans Pelicans. -132 odds on FanDuel. We are going to lay the -132, so we're going to put 1.32 units on this to make a full unit. I am laying the juice because I really love this play today, so hopefully it works out for us. Zion, guys, 6 of his last 10 to this line. Logs of 14, 9, 14, 12, 16, 19, 9, 7, 10, and 17. That's a 12.7 rebound and assist average over the last 10 games. So he's been absolutely terrific. The times he's went over, he's gone way over. And I think here he's set up to go over once again. It's a great matchup with the 76ers, who's allowing the most rebounds to power forwards over the last 15 games and the 14th most assists. And overall, I just love this matchup here with Philly. He's 4 of his last 7 here on the road as well. Pretty solid there as well. He's over in 3 of 4 career games versus the 76ers with a 14.3 rebound and assist average. So I love seeing that. He's averaging 12 potential assists and 10.2 rebound chances per game over the last 10 games. That's over 22 chances per game to get rebounds and assists. And only needing to convert about half of those at 11. Love the odds of him doing that versus Philly. You know, obviously Philly without Embiid, Philly without Maxey, so their efficiency shooting the ball obviously goes down. You're going to get some more rebound opportunities, and then defensively without Embiid, obviously, and without Melton. Melton's also out, so you get more assist opportunities as well. So I think Zion's going to have a great chance here to go over. So love it there, guys. For number 1 pick, we got Zion Williamson over 10.5 rebounds and assists, -132 odds on FanDuel, 1.32 units. All right. All right, guys. Whew. I got to catch my breath here. All right, at number 2, we got the under 232 points in the Bucks-Lakers game, minus 112 odds on DraftKings. Let me first start out by saying that we are 4-0 betting on Bucks games unders in the last 4 games. Those are all the totals that we've cashed on the season. We're 4-3 on totals, 4-0 on Bucks totals taking unders. So we're going to do it once again for a 5th time. I think the Bucks and Lakers have a great chance here to go under, guys. The Bucks, 3rd best in defensive rating over the last 10 games. So since Doc Rivers has taken over, we've seen the improvements defensively from the Bucks, which I love that. We've seen them also lower the pace. They're 19th in pace over the last 10 games, so it's made a huge difference. And really, over the last 11 games, we haven't seen any Bucks game go over 232 points. All those 11 games have gone under. So here, I think we got a great chance to do that once again. The Lakers are 26th in defensive rating. I know that. Over the last 10, they're not a great defensive team. But still, I think there's a great chance here for this game to go under, guys, with the way the Bucks are playing, just being able to slow us down. This total is just simply too high. 232 is an astronomical number, especially to me for a Bucks team playing defense the way they are. The total here is just simply too high. And I think, once again, the Bucks can lock in. And this game could be a gritty game. You know, it's also, you know, battle of the stars. You got Giannis, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Dame Lillard all on the court. So it's definitely a marquee matchup, which usually brings out the best of players. We talked about that with the Celtics and Nuggets. Despite the game going over 221, it was a gritty game, right? It was a physical game. It was a gritty game, which is why we would like an under, right? Typically, you're going to see games go under in environments like that. So once again, we have one here today. So love it there for number 2 pick. We get the under 232 points in the Bucks-Lakers game, minus 112 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 3, we got Denny Avdija, under 28.5 PRAs here for the Washington Wizards, minus 120 odds on FanDuel. So again, we got Avdija under in 4 of his last 10 games, 8 of his last 10 at home, under in 6 of his last 7 games here versus the Charlotte Hornets, which is terrific. Hornets allowing the fewest points to small forwards over the last 7 games, so that's terrific. 12th fewest rebounds and 21st fewest assists to small forwards over the last 7 games. So I really think there's a great chance Avdija goes under. He's been going under versus the Hornets, and that's when they weren't playing defense, and now they're actually playing good defense. They're 7th best in defensive rating over the last 10 games. It's the one thing that's been able to keep the Hornets in a lot of these games recently, is the play of their defense. I think once again, on Avdija here, I think we got a great chance here to hit this under. He's been going under at home. 8 out of his last 10, like I said, to the under at home. I love seeing that. It's a tough matchup right now. Like I said, Hornets defending the small forward and the shooting guard position really pretty well. So love the odds of him going under. So love it there, guys, for number 3 pick. We got Denny Avdija, under 28.5 PRAs for the Washington Wizards, minus 120 odds on FanDuel. All right, and at number 4, we got DeJounte Murray, under 23.5 points here for the Atlanta Hawks, minus 115 odds on PointsBet. Guys, we got Murray here, under in 6 of his last 10, 5 of his last 10 on the road, under in 7 of his last 10, 6 of his last 10 on the road without Trae Young. So that's obviously very significant, guys. We talk about the effect that this can have on a guy like DeJounte Murray. So why might that be? Well, he turns into more of a facilitator, obviously, playing the point guard position. He's not playing shooting guard anymore. And really, guys, I think Murray is... he plays the point guard position well. We saw him do it in San Antonio. He's a rebound and assist machine. And obviously, he can score when he wants to, but it's not like his primary thing, right? He's kind of known as a guy that used to be a triple-double machine. He can kind of do it all. He wasn't a guy, though, that just specifically is going out looking to score. And I think this line is too high for a guy like that. And he's kind of proven it over the last few games. He's not a guy that's typically going to go for 30-plus. Even though he has the capabilities of doing so, it's not something that's going to be typical. And in a tough matchup here with the Grizzlies, who's allowing the 3rd fewest points to point guards over the last 7 games, I think we could definitely see him go under here on the road. You got the Grizzlies 11th in defensive rating over the last 10 games, playing pretty solid defensively as well, like we talked about with the Hornets. Grizzlies also 21st at pace over the last 10 games, so really not as many opportunities as you would get against a higher pace team. And I think once again we have a chance here to go under. You have this over/under set to 215, so the books are also expecting a lower scoring game, a gritty game, if you will. And I think this could set up for a Murray under. So love it there, guys, for number 4 pick. We got DeJounte Murray under 23.5 points here for the Atlanta Hawks, minus 115 odds on PointsBet. Okay, and at number 5, we got the Orlando Magic money line, minus 115 odds on DraftKings versus the New York Knicks. Guys, Magic have won the last 4 meetings between these two. The Knicks right now are not playing great basketball. They're 3-7 in the last 10 games. Third worst defensive rating over the last 10 games. Have been absolutely terrible. Knicks also just 20th in offensive rating over the last 10. So really, holistically, they're not playing great basketball. Still no OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, or Mitchell Robinson, which are three of your key defenders. Once again, out tonight. It's going to be hard for them, I think, to hang with a Magic team that's really playing both sides very well right now. Magic 8-2 in the last 10 games, 6th in defensive rating, 5th in offensive rating over the last 10 games. Magic also 21-13 against the spread on the road this season. They've been one of the best spread teams all year. Really outperformed expectations. And once again, I think they're being undervalued here. I think you can see the Magic really realistically. I think I see them as a 4.5, 5.5 point favorite versus the Knicks team that's just struggling right now. I could easily see the Magic covering a line like that tonight just because of the way that they've been playing, the way the Knicks have been playing. Teams heading in opposite directions, and the Magic have the history with these two teams. So, Knicks just 15-16-1 against the spread at home this season. They've always kind of been a weird team at home. Not really as good as they could be. So, love it there, guys. For our number 5 pick, we got the Orlando Magic money line here versus the New York Knicks, -115 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and finally at number 6, we got Darius Garland under 21.5 points here for the Cleveland Cavaliers, -105 odds on DraftKings. So, guys, we got Garland 8 out of his last 10 to the under, 9 of his last 10 under at home, 6 of 10 last 10 under this year without Donovan Mitchell. So, we like seeing that as well. Obviously, we know Mitchell's out, so, Garland's lines get moved up. But still, I don't necessarily think it's positive for, a guy like Garland to have all these bodies out. He's got Mobley out, Strus out, Mitchell out. But I don't see that as a good thing. The defense could focus in more on Garland. And here, this is a really difficult matchup for him today. The Wolves allow the fewest points to point guards over the last 7 games, the second fewest over the last 15, and the 4th fewest for the season. You got an over-under set to 207.5, so again, we're expecting a gritty defensive game. Both these teams could play defense. And really here, guys, I'm not going to bet it, but I could see the Timberwolves blow the Cavaliers out. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that the Timberwolves have the capability. With all the bodies that Cleveland's missing, it is possible in the way that they play defense. I think it could be a tough matchup for Cleveland tonight. Despite all the bodies that are out for Cleveland, we know those guys that could still score. Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Merrill has been amazing off the bench this season. Gorgeous Niang. We saw Dean Wade drop by 20 points in the 4th quarter the other night versus the Celtics. So, Garland is not the guy that he was last year. He has not been looking to score at the same rate, and he just hasn't been doing it. So, not to say the dude isn't a talented guy, but he shot just 5 of 14 and 6 of 20 over the last 2 games. He has not been great from the field, and he really isn't shooting a crazy amount for this line. 14 times last game versus Atlanta, 5 of 14, and a spot without Strus, Mobley, or Mitchell. It just goes to show you kind of where he's at. He wasn't looking to take over that game. So I think once again we could see him go under, and it's a tough matchup here for him today. So I do love it there for a number 6 pick. We got Darius Garland under 21.5 points here for the Cleveland Cavaliers, -105 odds on DraftKings. All right, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. We're going to put our For the Sweet parlay once again up on the screen. Few different things in the parlay. Obviously, you see DeJounte Murray's line 22.5 on FanDuel, so you could, like I said, you can get that better on PointsBet. So we're taking that one on PointsBet for our straight bet, and obviously the parlay, putting just 1/10 of a unit on this to win over 4 units. So hopefully we could lock that in. That'd be nice to hit that here today. Outside of that, guys, hopefully we have another great day with our player props. We got to lock in our money line and our total today. Let's get a 6-0 sweep. I know it's a lot to ask for, but we demand it. Yesterday was a solid day. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's build on it. Let's keep winning. That's what we're here to do. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all the support. You guys absolutely rock. Let's have an awesome day here in the NBA. Let's get some winning tickets. Like I said, I appreciate all of you guys. Drop your favorite pick for today's action down below. Outside of that, it's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.